Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. The title of this reading is Karma They Can't Escape and What Happens After They Messed with You. Y'all already know how we do it over here. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and I'm going to give you exactly the energy that's coming through. If you found this reading, you are here for a reason. Spirit said somebody needs to understand what happens when someone mishandles a chosen soul because the return is already in motion. Also, I want you to understand what karma actually is. Karma is not punishment. Karma is not revenge. Karma is a natural, energetic response based on what you put out into the universe. When you pour out goodness, love, integrity, truth, karma always circles back, even if it returns in a form that you don't immediately recognize. And when someone pours out deception, disrespect, betrayal, or imbalance, that energy circles back too. Always. And not because spirit is angry, but because the universe is designed to keep everything in alignment. And today we are specifically looking at what this person may have done to you, what their actions created energetically, and what the return looks like now that the cycle is coming full circle. Before we begin, let me say this real quick. For a short window, for a limited time, likely until January, I am offering my 3 for $33 reading. You can ask me anything. Relationships, new love, money, career, life path guidance, right? Whatever is sitting on your heart. There are things that I cannot say here on YouTube, but I can absolutely say them in a personal session. The link is in the description. All right, so let's take a moment here and meditate on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the yellow glass crystal, card 2, teal blue glass crystal, and card 3, the tangerine glass crystal. And let's get straight into your reading. Clarity family, welcome to your reading. The title of this reading is Karma They Can't Escape and What Happens After They Messed with You. Y'all already know how we do it over here. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and I'm going to give you exactly the energy that's coming through. If you found this reading, you are here for a reason. Spirit says somebody needs to understand what happens when someone mishandles a chosen soul, because the return is already in motion. And I also want you to understand what karma actually is. Karma is not punishment. Karma is not revenge. Karma is a natural, energetic response based on what you put out into the universe. So when you pour out goodness, love, integrity, truth, then good karma always circles back. So even if it returns in a form that you don't immediately recognize, and when someone pours out deception, disrespect, betrayal, or imbalance, that energy circles back too. Always. And not because spirit is angry, but because the universe is designed to keep everything in alignment. And today we are specifically looking at what this person may have done to you, what their actions created energetically, and what that return looks like now that that cycle is coming full circle. Before we begin, let me say this real quick. For a short window, likely until January, I'm offering my 3 for $33. You can ask me any 3 questions, right? relationships, new love, money, career, life path, guidance, whatever is sitting on your heart. There are things I cannot say here on YouTube, but I can absolutely say them in a personal session, and the link is in the description. All right, so let's get into your energy. Your energy signature is the yellow glass crystal plus the flame. The yellow glass crystal, this is your power returning, your clarity, your worth, your elevation. This person, honey, should have never underestimated you. They should have never mishandled someone the universe has clearly marked as protected. The flame. This is revelation. This is truth rising. This is spirit illuminating what they thought would stay hidden. Okay? Now, you have 6 cards to go here in your reading. So we're going to get into those cards because they're going to show you exactly what unfolds on their side and what activates on yours. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull your first card as it does relate to the title of this reading. Their karma. What is the energy as it's coming through, Spirit? What is happening here in the message that you'd like to share? It is Virgo, the Alchemist. Thank you, Spirit. That is card 1. Virgo is significant in this reading, so it could be in the top placements of their birth chart or yours, and I'll explain that in a moment. But let's go ahead and pull your second card. You have the Child Magical. However, the card came out in reverse, and the card says pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and actions are not required for growth. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the Virgo energy, and then we'll tune in to the Child Magical. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Spirit is starting strong because the first card you pulled is Virgo, the Alchemist, and this is exactly the kind of energy that lets us know why the return is already in motion. Virgo is significant here. This could be in the top placements of your birth chart or their birth chart. It could be in the sun, moon, rising, Mercury, even a heavy 6th house influence. But deeper than the zodiac, Virgo represents the revealer, the purifier, and the corrector. So this tells me that Spirit is reorganizing the situation in your favor. Spirit is purifying the residue they left behind. Spirit is exposing the truth they tried to hide. And Spirit is adjusting the energetic imbalance they created when they mishandled you. Virgo energy is meticulous. It doesn't miss a detail. It doesn't overlook a lie. It doesn't ignore a pattern. So the very first message coming through is this. Everything they try to manipulate is being corrected. The Alchemist energy shows that you are transforming. Your boundaries are strengthening. Your clarity is sharpening, and your spirit is elevating. And the universe is responding to that shift by rearranging everything around you, including this person's access, their influence, and the impact of their choices. This card is saying they awakened your transformation. And now the return, right? And now the return they activated is awakening theirs. So listen, that already sets the tone. But card 2, it takes it even deeper. Let's go. Key words to card 2, y'all, is pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, and believing effort isn't required for growth. Now listen, Spirit is exposing their inner state. When this card is upright, it's innocence, wonder, faith, and possibility. But reversed, it shows exactly what's happening inside them that energetic balance is coming back around. They are feeling a heavy emotional weight, discouragement, inner conflict, fear that they've lost something irreplaceable, disbelief that things can be restored. And they are also feeling a sense of spiritual disconnection. See, because this person is spiraling inward. And not because the universe is punishing them, but because their own choices disconnected them from their blessings. This reversal also shows that they never believed they needed to grow. They never believed their actions required accountability. They never believed that spirit would check them. But now they're realizing growth is required. Effort is required. Truth is required. Integrity is required. And miracles don't reach people who block their own path. This is someone who didn't take responsibility when they still had the option. And now life is holding the mirror up for them. Okay, so listen. Now that we see, right, we see what's happening emotionally on their side. Card 3 is going to show us how their choices are circling back and what part of this story the universe is highlighting next. So let's go ahead and pull your third card because we're about to uncover the next layer. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through, Spirit? All right. What is the energy? Yes. And you got little luxuries. Generates luxurious surroundings and experiences. This is what you receive. And let me explain why you receive little luxuries. And let me just say this. They will be aware of your lifestyle upgrade. Okay? So here's the thing. This is where the reading pivots directly in your favor. Spirit is saying that this is what you receive. While the first two cards expose their internal state, the doubt, the emotional heaviness, the consequences of their actions, card 3 shows the elevation happening on your side. And let me explain why you receive this luxurious energy. You didn't match their behavior. You didn't retaliate. You didn't distort your spirit trying to prove your worth. You didn't chase, beg, or bargain with the universe. You stayed aligned. You stayed grounded. You stayed true to your soul contract. And because of that, your blessings are coming in clean. Your upgrades are coming in unblocked. And your lifestyle shift is coming in undeniable. So this card is spirit showing that your environment elevating, your energy becoming more magnetic, your income expanding, your opportunities widening, and your connections becoming higher quality. Your overall life stepping into a new standard. This is a soft life, but chosen life card. Let me repeat that. This is a soft life, but chosen life card. A spirit is rewarding you for emotional maturity card. You held your integrity, so the universe is holding you card. But here's the part that Spirit highlighted the moment this card came out. They will be aware of your lifestyle upgrade. This isn't happening in silence because of the Virgo moon energy from card 1. Spirit is making sure that they see what you step into, not to rub it in their face, but to show them what the universe was trying to bless through them. But not blesses in spite, but now blesses. Let me say that again. Spirit is making sure that they see what you step into, not to rub it in their face, but to show them what the universe was trying to bless through them, but now blesses in spite of them. See, because your glow up is a part of their mirror, your elevation is a part of their realization, and your peace is a part of their correction. And Spirit is not hiding it. This card says, you rise publicly, they learn privately. And that combination, see, that's where the return is unmistakable. Now that we have seen what you receive, card 4 is going to show us what happens next on their side, emotionally, spiritually, and energetically, now that your elevation is undeniable. And let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through, Spirit? As we step into the energy of card 4. And you have in their head, making assumptions, creating stories, trust issues showing. Okay. That part right there. Let me explain this. Let me be clear. All right? Because this is where Spirit starts pulling back the curtain on their internal world. In their head shows that the moment your elevation becomes visible, their mind becomes the battlefield. This is someone who overthinks every detail, replays old conversations, analyzes your silence, and watches you glow up and fills in the blanks. They start imagining scenarios that never happened. They convince themselves of things without evidence. And here's the key. Their assumptions are rooted in guilt, not intuition. This is why the mind spirals, because they assume you're talking to someone new. They assume you don't care anymore. And they assume they lost access for good. They assume Spirit is favoring you over them. And they assume your blessings are proof they were wrong. The stories they're creating, they're not neutral. They come from a place of regret, insecurity, unhealed emotional wounds, the realization that they misjudged your value. And listen, when Spirit elevates you, it exposes who wasn't ready for you. Your glow up doesn't just change your life, it reveals their lack of growth. This card shows sleepless nights, overthinking, replaying every decision, trying to figure out if there's a way back, and wondering if Spirit is showing them something or warning them about something. Their trust issues are now being activated because they were the one who couldn't be trusted. This card is Spirit saying they are trapped in the stories they created. And none of these stories bring them peace. Now, Spirit has shown us what's happening in their mind. Card 5 is going to reveal how the universe is correcting the imbalance. What shifts next? And what part of this story gets exposed or rearranged? Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And what is coming through? Thank you, Spirit. And you got, look at that, the Lovers. Absolutely. This is your energy, love, harmony, union. The Lovers card. Thank you, Spirit. I absolutely adore this for you. Pile 1. Look at that. Baby, Spirit is making something very clear here. This card is your energy. This is not their fantasy. This is not their storyline. This is not their projection. This is your spiritual alignment with real love, real harmony, and real union. Every time the Lovers appears in a reading where you've been mishandled or underestimated, Spirit is saying 3 things at once. Your heart is being realigned with someone who matches you. Not someone who drains you, not someone who doubts you, not someone who plays with your intuition, someone who loves on your level, someone who chooses you clearly, someone who shows up without fear. This is the upgrade card, okay? This is it. This is the upgrade card 3 predicted showing up in the emotional realm. Your energy is shifting into chosen frequency. So this means that you are matching with higher quality connections. You're attracting emotionally mature partners. You're radiating a new form of confidence, and you're stepping into relationship harmony, not chaos. Your soul is preparing for a sacred bond, and Spirit is literally showing your next union is blessed. This doesn't confirm if it's with this person or someone new. That part will reveal itself in card 6. But Lovers always means your romantic path is protected and elevated. They feel your shift. This is why card 4 showed them spiraling, because your energy is moving into alignment with love. Their energy is stuck in regret, fear, and internal conflict. The Lovers card sitting in your position shows that you are becoming unreachable to old patterns. You are becoming unavailable to their old behavior. You are stepping into a new frequency they cannot access unless they transform. This card is the universe saying that your heart is not where you left it. You're rising, you're healing, you're preparing for something real. And now that Spirit has shown your elevation, your love frequency, your harmony, your divine union energy, card 6 is going to reveal the total picture. This is where we see how the story comes full circle. You're rising, their reality, and what Spirit has planned next. And let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. You have the 5 of Wands energy. It's fire, it's creativity, and it's very interesting that you were naturally drawn here to the flame, which is fire. And your 6th card is the 5 of Wands energy. It's fire. This is synchronicity energy. But let me tell you what I'm picking up. Okay. This is powerful because just look how Spirit lined this up for you. Okay. And I'm going to repeat it, guys, because that's just a part of my personality. Sometimes I like to repeat stuff just to make sure you got it. You were naturally drawn to the flame card at the beginning of the reading. And now your sixth and final card is the Five of Wands. Another fire card, another ignition card, another synchronicity that ties this entire reading together. And so this is Spirit saying, pay attention. This is not random. The fire is intentional. Now, let me tell you what this means for you and what it means for them. For you, this is creative breakthrough and energetic activation. Five of Wands in your position is not chaos. It's creative combustion. It's the part of your journey where your ideas start igniting. Your confidence activates. Your next chapter forms rapidly. Your personal power rises. Your leadership energy awakens. Your purpose sharpens. Your momentum increases. Your spirit becomes undeniable. This is the same fire that was in the flame card. But this time, it's showing what it creates in your life. The flame burns off old stagnation. The flame clears karmic residue. The flame awakens your next level. Spirit is saying what tried to break you actually activated you. And this is why the Lover's card showed up right before, because the fire clears your path for real love, real alignment, real union. For them, this is inner conflict, energetic turbulence. Five of Wands on their side is mental conflict, emotional restlessness, competing thoughts, jealousy, frustration. Why did I do that? Energy, and trying to figure out how to approach you and feeling blocked by spirit. They are battling themselves, and the synchronicity is this: the same fire that fuels your breakthrough is the fire that exposes their imbalance. Your rising activates their mirror. Your glow up triggers their reflection, and your clarity reveals their chaos. This is the moment where Spirit says the cycle is complete. Now, the total energetic frequency of this connection, here is the full picture. Now that all 6 cards plus the one you're drawn to are on the table. For them, their inner world is unsettled. That's the child, magical reversed. They are overthinking, making up assumptions, creating stories in their head. They feel the distance and they feel the consequences. Their emotional conflict rises every time you rise. And the fire energy hits them as turbulence, not growth. Your side, your transformation is divinely orchestrated. Virgo, the alchemist. Your blessings and lifestyle upgrades are guaranteed. Little luxuries. And your heart is aligning with real love and harmony. The Lovers. Your creativity, confidence, and next chapter are igniting is the Five of Wands. Universe's message is this: the fire in this reading isn't destruction, it's renewal. The flame you were drawn to was not a warning, it was confirmation. You are evolving into a higher version of yourself, and anyone who mishandled you has to face the shift they created. Your path is opening. Their lessons are unfolding, and the universe is making sure both sides receive exactly what aligns with their energy. This is your full energetic reading. If you want deeper clarity for your specific situation, remember, my 3 for $33 is open for now. and I can go much deeper privately than I ever can on YouTube. Take what resonates, protect your energy, and step boldly into your new chapter. I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. The title of this reading is Karma They Can't Escape. What happens after they messed with you? You already know how we do it over here. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and I'm going to tell you exactly what Spirit is showing. No sugarcoating, no pretending, no acting like you didn't feel what you felt. If you found pile 2, you did not click this by accident. Spirit said somebody needed the truth, not the fantasy. Because when someone mishandles a soul like yours, the return does not miss. Let me explain karma real quick. Karma is not punishment. Karma is not revenge. Karma is a natural energetic response to whatever you pour into the universe. When you pour love, integrity, honesty, effort, that energy circles right back to you. And sometimes it can come in a form you don't expect. A blessing, a breakthrough, a new opportunity, a new connection. And when someone pours out deception, disrespect, imbalance, or spiritual laziness, that energy returns to not as a punishment, but as alignment. And today's reading is specifically about what this person created with their choices and what that return looks like now. And before we dive in, for a short window, probably until January, my 3 for $33 reading is still open. Ask me anything. Love, new connection, your money, career, direction, life coaching, spiritual guidance. There are things I cannot say on YouTube, but I can absolutely say it directly to you. The link is in the description. All right, pile 2. Let's get into your energy. You were drawn here to the teal blue crystal and the healer card for a reason. This pile is powerful because it already shows that there's a specific person tied to your energy. Someone who pulled from you. Someone who leaned on your healing without giving anything back. And someone who recognized your light but didn't respect your boundaries. Someone who thought your compassion was endless. But in this reading, we're going to uncover exactly what their actions set in motion and what's unfolding on their side and what blessings are being redirected back to you, because you have 6 cards in this pile. And with each card, we're going to peel back another layer of the truth. We're going to see what they did, what they triggered, what's circling back around, and what Spirit is realigning in your favor. And trust me, card 6 is the one that ties the whole story together along with the total energetic frequency at the end. And then see, that's the moment where everything lines up and connects and makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your first card because listen, pile 2, Spirit is already telling me that there's something about this person's behavior, something they thought they got away with, that's about to be exposed. And we're going to find out exactly what energy they activated and what's unfolding now because of it. So let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? Card 1. Honey, you got a sextile opportunity. This is an aspect in a birth chart. And I'm going to explain what this means. A sextile, that's spelled S-E-X-T-I-L-E. That is card 1. I'm going to go ahead and pull card 2, and then we will channel both energies. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? And honey, you got the Monk Nun in reverse. And the card says, negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety, or piety, I believe it's pronounced. That's spelled Piety, but it's the Monk Nun in reverse, Monknun. Now what we're going to do is we'll start with the sextile energy, and then I'll channel the energy of the Monk Nun as it relates to their karma. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, sextile. Opportunity, honey. So Spirit is saying, right? Spirit is starting with a birth chart aspect for a reason. Sextile energy means that the universe tried to open a door for this person and they did not walk through it. So this card tells me that Spirit offered them an opportunity with you. The connection had potential. And there was a moment where harmony could have been built. There was a divine window where they could have grown, communicated, or stepped up. A spiritual path opened in their favor, right? But they did not act. The sextile is a fate assist. It is Spirit saying, here's the chance. And what you choose now will shape the outcome. And this person, they either ignored the opportunity or mishandled it, or took your energy for granted, or stayed passive when Spirit said, move. Your connection was an activation point for them, but they responded with hesitation, ego, or spiritual laziness. And the moment they didn't step into the opportunity, the energy shifted. The karma timeline began. And the door that they thought would stay open started closing. This is the kind of energy where Spirit says, you wanted the blessing, but not the growth. So what happens? The blessing leaves. The lesson stays. Card 2, Monk Nun, reversed. Negative judgment of the physical world, excess piety, and avoiding real life through spiritual bypassing. Now this is where Spirit exposes the truth about their character. The Monk Nun in reverse tells me that this person judged you or the connection from a place of insecurity, not clarity. This is someone who pretends to be spiritually awakened, but avoids real emotional work, hides behind ideas instead of taking responsibility. They act morally superior while behaving out of alignment. They suppress their desires and then resent people who express theirs. Fears intimacy, but craves connection. Criticizes what they secretly want. Talks about growth, but doesn't practice it. This card is literally spiritual bypassing. And as a part of their karma, they are being confronted with the physical world they judged. See, because they are seeing the connection they didn't value, the opportunity they ignored, the emotional truth they avoided, and the reality they didn't want to face. They are also seeing the life they could have built with you, but didn't. The consequences of choosing ego over evolution. The sextile showed the opportunity, and the reverse monk shows why they missed it. This is someone who wanted the benefit of connection, but not the responsibility of connection. And now Spirit is removing the illusion that they were hiding behind. This is part of their karmic return. They must face themselves without the mask. They must face the world they judged, and they must face the opportunities they wasted. And let me be clear, your elevation is a part of that mirror. Now that Spirit has shown us the opportunity they wasted and the truth they refused to face, let's pull your third card, because this is where things get very revealing. We're going to find out exactly what part of their life starts shifting because of their chaos. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. You got looking you up, cyber stalking, studying you, getting info. All right. Honey, ask and it is given. Let me shout out Abraham Hicks, baby. Listen. Oh, pile 2. Here we go. This card comes out only when Spirit wants you to know that this person is not detached. They are not over it, and they are definitely not healed from losing access to your energy. They are looking you up, and not casually, not accidentally, not, oh, I just happened to see your page. No, this is deliberate. This is intentional. This is someone seeking information because they can feel the energetic shift happening on your side. Let me break it down. They are cyber watching you in real time. This person is checking your social media, scrolling your photos, reading your comments, watching your interactions, and trying to interpret your captions, zooming in on anything that they can analyze, and trying to figure out your emotional state and seeking clues about whether you moved on. Whether you post a lot or hardly post at all, they are still checking. Silence actually makes them look more. Mystery pulls them in deeper because they're trying to understand what you're becoming. Remember the sextile card. As card 1, Spirit gave them an opportunity to grow with you. They didn't take it. And now they're watching the version of you that they could have aligned with, but didn't. This is part of their karmic return. Awareness without access, curiosity without clarity, desire without direction. See, because they are watching you elevate while they stay stuck. They want information because their intuition is bothering them. The reversed monk card, it exposed their inner conflict. And now cyber stalking shows the behavior that comes after inner conflict. Overthinking, insecurity, jealousy, fear of being replaced, regret that whispers at night. Wondering who's around you, wondering what you're doing, wondering if you care. This is what they're trying to soothe by looking you up. The problem is this. Every time they check, they see you leveling up. And that intensifies the karmic pressure. Their search for information is their karma. And Spirit is saying, you wanted to ignore the connection when you had access. And now you must watch it evolve from a distance because your energy healed and expanded. The healer card. And now they can sense the shift. See, their intuition knows that they're not where you are. So they search for proof. But all they find is, and even if they don't see it physically, they feel it energetically. They feel you rising, see you glowing, you detaching, you transforming. It bothers them, and that is a part of the universal correction. Now that spirit has shown us that this person is watching you, trying to gather information, trying to understand what's happening in your life, card 4 is going to reveal what this search triggers on their side, in their mind, in their spirit, and in their reality. So let's go ahead and pull your 4th card. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. All right, so you got the devil. That part. Yeah. Let me just say this, pal, too. Listen to me carefully. The devil card coming out right now, right after looking you up, is not an accident. This is spirit confirming something very specific. This person is not just watching you, they are obsessing over you. So let me break this all the way down. Their attachment to you is deeper than they ever expressed. The devil in this situation means they cannot stop thinking about you. They feel energetically tied to you. They replay interactions. They stalk silently because they don't know how to approach. They crave your energy. They feel pulled towards you even when they resist. This is not light interest. This is not curiosity. This is fixation. This is fixation. And the sextile, opportunity, they wasted. That lost chance is now feeding the obsession. Their regret is turning into compulsive behavior. The devil shows patterns like checking your page multiple times, imagining scenarios, thinking about what you're doing at night, feeling jealous over people you're not even talking to, creating stories based on your silence, trying to control the narrative in their mind. This is karmic response to the monk nun reversed. They ignored the connection spiritually, so now they experience it with emotionally, right? And psychologically. They feel the bond stronger now. And they feel it now that they don't have access. So that's why the devil appears when the desire intensifies after the connection breaks. Their shadow is being exposed. This card means their insecurities are loud. Their ego is loud. Their fears are loud. Their jealousy is loud. Their regret is loud. Their lack of control is loud. The devil exposes what they tried to hide. They cared. They still care. They cared more than they admitted. But instead of facing that truth directly, they look you up. They monitor you. They obsess in silence. Because reaching out requires vulnerability, and that's their weakness. You trigger their shadow work without even speaking. Just by existing in your healed energy, the healer card, you activate their wounds, their fears, their desire for control, their longing, their self-doubt, their guilt, their unspoken emotions. The devil isn't just obsession, it's insecurity meeting your evolution. They feel the gap now, and they don't know how to fill it. This is a part of their karma. Because here's the twist. They wanted your energy without accountability. So now they feel the loss without relief. The devil is their karmic mirror, wanting you but not having access, feeling tied but unable to move, trying to detach but pulled back, wanting clarity but hiding in silence. This is the storm they created. Spirit is simply revealing it. Now that Spirit has exposed the obsession, the attachment, the control issues, and the shadow coming to the surface, card 5 is going to show us what happens next. Does this energy shift? Does it escalate? Does it lead to action? Or does the universe redirect everything completely? Well, let's go ahead and pull your 5th card. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? You have justice. Justice is the 5th card. Now, listen to me. Clarity family. Justice is its truth, balance, consequences, divine order, karmic alignment. And pile 2, this card right here, this is the entire reading coming full circle. And Spirit did not play with this one. When justice appears after the devil, that is a cosmic correction, a rebalancing, a spiritual ruling being handed down. And this is Spirit saying, enough. The scales are being reset. Let's get into it. Justice is their karmic return. Everything they did, the avoiding, the excuses, the spiritual laziness, the missed opportunity, the sextile, the bypassing, the Machnon, the obsession, the devil, and the watching you in silence. All of that energy has accumulated. And now justice is calling forward. So this means that the truth is being revealed. The imbalance is being corrected. Their shadow is being held accountable, and their actions are returning to them. Their patterns are being exposed. Their illusions are being stripped. And justice doesn't punish. Justice restores alignment. But restoration requires truth. And truth is what they've been avoiding. Justice is your protection and elevation. This card is Spirit stepping in to protect your energy, restore your power, return what was taken, block what is not aligned, amplify your blessings, and deliver clarity where confusion once was, and elevate you to your rightful path. The Justice card is your reading. In your reading is the universe saying, you will not pay for someone else's imbalance. You will not be affected by their shadow. You will receive what you were meant to receive. And that includes emotional balance, spiritual protection, karmic clarity, relationship justice, energetic elevation. Justice falls in your favor. Justice exposes their truth. This card reveals they know what they did. They are confronting their choices. They feel the consequences. They cannot escape the truth anymore. Their mask is slipping. Their ego is cracking. Justice doesn't allow denial, avoidance, blaming others, spiritual hiding, emotional bypassing. Justice forces honesty, and that honesty is a part of their karmic lesson. They must face what they lost, why they lost it, how they behaved, what they avoided, the feelings they suppressed, the truth they ran from. This is their spiritual awakening and their accountability. See, because justice determines the next chapter. This is the card that sets the stage for card 6. Justice is the recalibration, and card 6 is the outcome after recalibration. Justice says balance has been restored. Now watch what unfolds next. And this reading is not over. Justice is the turning point, the spiritual verdict. Card 6 will tell you the direction. And now that Spirit has restored divine order and handed down the ruling in this situation, card 6 is going to reveal the final outcome, your elevation, their reality, and how this karmic storyline resolves itself. So let's go ahead and pull your 6th card. And let's go. What is the energy as it does relate, and what's coming through? All right. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? You got triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. All right. Absolutely. Listen, pile 2. This card here, it tells us that, listen, this is the card, this is the best card that could have closed your session. This is the final strike. It's the cosmic resolution that everything now makes sense type of moment, okay? And Spirit delivered this one with surgical precision. This card, again, I'm going to say it before I get into the message. It says, let me just read it one more time. Listen to divine wisdom, joyfully learning life's lessons. Pile 2, this card is the perfect ending to this storyline because the triple spiral is one of the highest vibration cards that you can receive in a karmic reading. It represents ascension, divine awareness, spiritual maturity, soul evolution, alignment with your higher path, repeating cycles coming to an end, lessons finally integrating, and wisdom replacing confusion, and elevation without struggle. But let me break this down exactly what this means for you and for them. You are stepping into a higher level of spiritual clarity. The triple spiral says, you get it now. You see the pattern. You're done repeating it. This is your graduation energy. You're not stuck. You are not waiting. You're not holding on to the story. You learned the lesson without losing your light. And Spirit is elevating you because of that. This is new spiritual gifts, new self-awareness, new emotional balance, new connections, new opportunities, new alignment. The karmic cycle is complete on your side. They are being led into their own lessons. And here's where the Justice card, which is card 5, it flows directly into this. They are now being guided into the lessons they avoided. The triple spiral on their side means that spirit is redirecting them inward. Their shadow is being exposed. They're learning through experience. They're facing what they projected, and they are healing what they denied. They're seeing the truth they didn't want to acknowledge. This is not punishment. This is education, spiritual education. They didn't listen when the door was open. They didn't grow when the opportunity was present. They didn't act when spirit gave them sextile. So now the lesson comes another way, and they will learn them. Your path and their path diverge for now. The triple spiral signifies that two souls learning in two different directions. You move up, they move inward. You move into joy, alignment, clarity. They move into reflection, accountability, awakening. So this is spiritual separation for evolution. And if this connection ever crosses paths again, it will be after both spirals have completed, which means after healing, after accountability, after transformation, after truth, not before. But make no mistake, your spiral is ascending. Theirs is correcting. Both are necessary, but they are not the same journey. And this is the karmic resolution. The sextile is opportunity ignored. The monk nun, spiritual avoidance, looking you up, obsession without action. The devil, attachment, shadow, fixation, justice, karmic alignment, and triple spiral, final lesson and liberation. Spirit is saying the cycle is done. Both sides have been balanced. Moving forward. Move forward. The total energetic frequency, pile 2. Here is the full vibration of this reading. Your frequency, closure, elevation, spiritual graduation, karmic release, emotional mastery, intuitive upgrades, a new path opening, joy replacing heaviness, and wisdom replacing confusion. You walk forward with clarity, grace, and power. Their frequency, reflection, accountability, longing, obsession, internal conflict, karmic correction, spiritual lessons, and emotional awakening. They faced the truth, they avoided. They learned the lessons, they delayed. They feel the absence, they created. Justice worked, the spiral completed. And that is your complete energetic reading, pile 2. If you want deeper clarity on your specific connection or your personal path, my 3 for $33 is open for now, and I can go way deeper in a private session than I ever can on YouTube. Protect your energy, honor what you've learned, and walk boldly into your next chapter. I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. The title of this reading is Karma They Can't Escape and What Happens After They Messed with You. Y'all already know how we do it over here. We keep it real, we keep it raw, and we tell the truth exactly how Spirit delivers it. If you found pile 3, you didn't land here by coincidence. Spirit said there is something about your physical energy, your presence, your essence that someone mishandled. And now the universe is addressing the imbalance. But before we get into your cards, let's talk about karma real quick. What karma actually is. Karma is not revenge. Karma is not punishment. Karma is simply energy returning to its source. What you give comes back. What you pour out cycles around. And what you create, it finds you again. Now, when you move with honesty, integrity, love, and effort, Blessings follow you. And sometimes they show up in a form that you don't even recognize at first. An opportunity, a connection, a breakthrough, a shift. And when someone operates out of ego, neglect, disregard, or imbalance, that energy, it circles back to. This reading is specifically about what this person activated by how they treated you and what the universe is returning now. And before we begin, the 3 for $33 reading for a short window, likely until January. My 3 for 33 is open. Ask me anything. Love, new connections, money, career, spiritual guidance, life direction. These are things I can't say on YouTube, but I can say them directly to you. The link is in the description. Pile 3, your energy. This combination is powerful. Baby, you were drawn here to the carnelian glass crystal, which is physical, vitality, irresistible presence, creative fire, sexual energy, power in the body, and the vessel, the container, the embodiment, the sacred form of your spirit. This tells me that your physical presence alone shifted this person's life, and your energy was grounding and igniting. You awakened something in them that they weren't ready to hold. You weren't just another person to them. You were something they felt in their body, in their emotions, in their nervous system, in their desires, in their attachments. And because they didn't know how to handle that, they mishandled you. This pile is about your physical magnetism, your energetic vessel, your power, the pull they felt, and the karmic consequences of misreading your value. You have 6 cards to go in this pile, and each card is going to reveal another layer of this person's truth and how their choices are circling back around. And let me say this, card 6 in this pile, that's the one that exposes what this person still feels and what spirit is blocking, redirecting, or aligning next. Now, all right, pile 3, let's go ahead and pull your first card, because spirit is already showing me that the very first energy is going to expose how this person perceived you, what they thought they were dealing with, and why their reaction created this karmic chain. We're going to find out exactly what they activated the moment they mishandled someone with a vessel as powerful as yours. So let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And you have a semi-sextile. That's an astrological placement. I will tell you exactly what that means as it does relate to their karma and your connection. That's card 1. Thank you, Spirit. Card 2 is goddess energy, and it says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. We'll start here with the semi-sextile, and then we'll channel the energy of the goddess. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Listen, a semi-sextile is an aspect in astrology that represents energetic friction, a subtle pull, something that gets under the skin, tension that forces transformation. It also represents 2 energies that can blend, but only through awareness and growth. So this tells me something very clear. You activated this person in a way that they were not prepared for. This wasn't surface attraction. This wasn't casual interest. This wasn't a maybe. This was, why am I thinking about them like this? Why does this person bother me in all the right ways? And why do I feel pulled toward them, but also intimidated? Why do they activate things I've been avoiding? The semisextile is the aspect of karmic friction that creates evolution. And as it does relate to their karma, you were placed in their life to shift something that they were ignoring. Your presence rubbed against their unresolved areas. Your energy hit their blind spots. Your essence woke up things they didn't want to deal with. But instead of growing, they resisted, they avoided, they mishandled, they minimized the connection, and they tried to force themselves back into comfort. And that is what activated the karmic return. Because the semisextile says ignoring alignment creates consequences. They feel the pull, they just didn't follow the path. Now, card 2, the goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sexuality. Now, this is where spirit starts talking. Pile 3, let me tell you something. This person did not just see you, they felt you in their body, in their spirit, in their desire, in their nervous system. The goddess card means that your presence was activating. Your aura was magnetic. Your body had an energetic impact. Your intuition intimidated them, and your life force awakened theirs. Your femininity, regardless of gender, it stirred something primal in them. And this is the kind of energy that makes someone think about you at night. Remember your tone, your eyes, your touch. Replay interactions. This makes someone feel drawn back without understanding why. They feel exposed around you, feel seen through, feel pulled out of their comfort zone. The vessel plus the carnelian plus the goddess combination, that's sensual attraction plus spiritual recognition plus karmic activation all at once. This person underestimated your force, not your effort, your force. And that is the realm where their karma is being served. Let's break it down deeper. Your energy in their life was divine feminine power. You were grounding, awakening, magnetic, sensual, wise, emotionally intelligent, spiritually aware, physically attractive in a way that hit their shadow, powerful in a way that triggered their insecurities. This is someone who wanted you, feared you, felt exposed by you, didn't feel worthy, and mishandled the connection because they were overwhelmed. And that mishandling, that's the imbalance that spirit is correcting, because the goddess card means you were a blessing. They treated like an option. And now the universe is recalibrating the roles. This is their karma. They will now feel desire without access, attraction without connection, pull without permission, awakening without the vessel that awakened them. You were the lesson and the mirror and the opportunity and the elevation. They were not ready. They were not ready. All right? Pile 3. And now that spirit has shown us the energetic friction that they felt with you and the divine feminine force you embodied, let's go ahead and pull your third card, because card 3 is going to expose exactly how this person reacted once your energy started shifting their spirit and their desires. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. All right, let's go. What is the energy, spirit? You have hooked. And I chuckle because it's funny. Okay, card 3 says hooked. Point blank, baby. That part right there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Y'all, the moment that this card fell out, Spirit literally chuckled too, because this confirms everything that we've been building towards. This person is hooked on you. Not interested, not curious, not casually watching from a distance. Hooked. And let me tell you, this is not just emotional or mental. This is energetic hook, physical hook, sensual hook, spiritual hook, magnetic attachment, body memory imprint, desire that doesn't fade, craving they can't explain, and connection they can't shake. Carnelian plus vessel plus goddess plus hooked. Baby, this person is done. Let's get into the depths of this because you activated them physically. Your presence, it hit them in a way that they were not ready for. The vessel card is your body, your energy, your expression. Carnelian is your sensual power, your fire, your magnetism. So what happened? Their body remembered you. Their spirit remembered you. Their desire attached itself to you. So this is someone who still feels you when they're alone, still thinks about you when they're trying not to, and still replays moments in their head over and over. You didn't just pass through their life, you entered their system, and now they can't shake it. They acted casual, but felt everything. This card exposes their mask, acting unbothered, acting distant, acting controlled, acting uninterested, acting like it wasn't that deep, all while being spiritually, emotionally, and physically fixated on you. Spirit is saying that they hid their reaction, but the connection grabbed them anyway, and they tried to logic their way out of it. Didn't work. They tried to distract themselves. Didn't work. And they tried to downplay you. Definitely didn't work, because the connection wasn't mental. It was embodied. And embodied energy always returns. This is part of their karma. The goddess card showed your divine feminine life force. The semi-sextile showed friction that they revisited. Now hooked shows their consequences. Attachment without access. Desire without fulfillment, connection without clarity, longing without reciprocity. So this is their karmic knot. Spirit tied the lesson to their desire because that's where they were asleep. You were the teacher. Your vessel was the activation, and your presence was the catalyst. They ignored the connection, but their body didn't. And that is the karmic return. They will feel this long after you moved forward. Hooked is not short-term attachment. It's long-term imprint. This is the kind of energy where you pop into their mind at random. They get jealous over your silence. They feel pulled even when they resist, and they compare others to you. Nobody matches your energy. They feel the loss more deeply over time. This is someone who realizes too late. I mishandled one of the most powerful connections I've ever had. That's the lesson. That's their karma. All right, pile 3. If this is how strong the attachment already is, then card 4 is about to expose what this person is battling internally because of how deeply they feel you. So let's go ahead and pull your 4th card, because Spirit is getting ready to show what's happening when they're alone with their thoughts and their desires. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. What is the energy? Card 4. You have Justice. All right. Listen. Pile 3, this is major. When Justice comes out in the middle of a sensual, embodied karmic reading like this, Spirit is saying that everything they felt, everything they ignored, everything they mishandled is now returning in perfect balance. Let's break down exactly what this means and why this one hits harder than in the other piles. Now, Justice confirms that they created this karmic tie. Hooked wasn't an accident. Goddess wasn't an accident. Semi-sextile friction wasn't an accident. This person awakened a connection that they weren't prepared to manage. They felt the pull. They felt the desire. They felt the activation. They felt the awakening. And because they resisted the deeper meaning of the connection, Spirit said, fine. We'll teach through the return. Justice means they feel what they made you feel. They crave what they didn't honor. They attach to what they didn't choose. They recognize the connection after it's too late. See, because the universe is mirroring their choices back to them. They must face the truth they try to suppress. Justice forces clarity, self-awareness, accountability, honesty, and karmic lessons. And this person cannot hide from how deeply they were drawn to you, how strongly the connection pulled them. They cannot hide from how much their body reacted to your presence, how intensely they still think about you. They cannot hide from how they mishandled something sacred. Justice makes the truth undeniable. The same vessel they try to overlook is the vessel they cannot forget. That's the karmic correction. You are protected, elevated, and positioned. Justice in your reading means that your energy is being defended. Your boundaries are being honored. Your vessel is being elevated, and your karmic slate is clean. Your blessings open uninterrupted. Your future connections rise in quality. Spirit is saying that you will not carry this imbalance. This belongs to them. Your role is to embody your next level, not revisit the old one. Justice is the divider card. This is the moment where your path and their path separate. Not in anger, not in spite, in alignment. They go into karmic lessons, you go into karmic elevation. They learn, you rise. They spiral inward, you spiral upward. Justice is the cosmic gatekeeper, closing the chapter they mishandled and opening the one you deserve. Justice is why card 5 and card 6 will expose the truth. Because once justice appears, spirit is free to reveal their private emotions, their hidden regrets, their spiritual consequences, the next steps in your path, and how this cycle concludes. Justice is the reset. Card 5 will be the exposure. Card 6 will be the outcome. This reading is about to go somewhere deep. All right, pile 3. Now the spirit has balanced the scales and revealed the karmic turn in their story. Let's go ahead and pull your 5th card. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. We're going to go here this time. What is the energy, spirit? You got little luxuries, and the card says, generate luxurious surroundings and experiences. Now listen, I know you're wondering, like, what kind of karma is that for them? But listen, let me tell you. Card 5 is this. This card is a direct response to justice. Let me say this clearly. Your blessings are not on hold. Your upgrades are not delayed. Your elevation is not tied to this person's awakening. Little luxury means that your life is about to get sweeter, smoother, softer, richer, and more abundant, simply from you being in your aligned vessel. And Spirit is saying, while they deal with their karmic lessons, you step into your upgrade. Let's break this down deeper. You move into a life of comfort, softness, beauty, and ease. This card is the vibration of better environments, higher quality connections, cleaner energy, sensual pleasure, physical abundance, physical glow up, financial upgrades, a more beautiful lifestyle, your body feeling better, your home elevating, your experiences becoming richer, because you're stepping into your soft but powerful era. This is the carnelian crystal expressing itself through tangible reality. This is which is desire, embodiment, and manifestation. Your sensual energy plus the vessel equals alignment and luxury magnetism. This is your karmic gift for choosing yourself. Justice, card 4, balanced the energy. Little luxuries, card 5, delivers the reward. The universe is literally saying, thank you for honoring your vessel. Here is more beauty, more abundance, more pleasure. You didn't chase, you didn't beg, you didn't force, you didn't lower your standards. You remained in your value, and Spirit is responding directly to that. They will see your upgrade and feel it. This part is important. Little luxuries is not quiet. It's not hidden. It's not secret blessings. This is visible glow up energy. This is new look, new confidence, new lifestyle, new opportunities, new people around you, new experiences they can sense. This is them scrolling and thinking, wow, look at them now. Because your blessings become part of their karmic mirror. You're entering a cycle where pleasure is safe again. And this card says that your vessel is healed enough to receive. You're not shrinking. You are not hiding. You're not dimming your sensual or physical expression. No. You're not suppressing your life force. The goddess card from earlier, this is the physical manifestation of that energy. The universe is rewarding your embodiment. Card 6 will reveal how this karmic story concludes. Little Luxuries is your above the storm card. Card 6 will show their final emotional state, your final spiritual state, whether the connection dissolves or transforms, and how the karmic wheel completes. Card 6 is the seal, and Spirit is about to reveal something major. All right, pile 3, now that Spirit has shown your elevation, your glow up, and the blessings flowing straight towards your vessel. Card 6 is going to reveal the final outcome of this karmic cycle. And this is where we see exactly how this story resolves their feelings, your future, and the energetic frequency of this connection. Let's pull your 6th card. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. All right. All right, you got, oh my goodness, the 5 of coins. Okay. Spirit said what Spirit said. Spirit created what Spirit created. Spirit says, Spirit does. Pile 3, Spirit said that they lost access to the vessel, and now they feel it. The 5 of coins is one of the clearest karmic outcome cards in the deck. And in this reading with Carnelian, the vessel, goddess, hooked, and justice, this is a direct karmic consequence. Let me break it down. They feel abandoned, but by their own choices. The 5 of coins represents regret, isolation, emotional emptiness, spiritual coldness, missing what they took for granted, and feeling like they're outside looking in. This person is experiencing the loss of your energy as a lack in their own life. This is their karma. They removed themselves from your access, and now they feel the absence of what they couldn't hold. So the universe didn't take you away. They walked away from their blessing. And now Spirit said, let them feel the reality of that decision. And this is the karmic flip of the goddess plus vessel energy. You were warm, healing, grounding, sensual, intuitive, nurturing, powerful, and they mishandled that energy. So now they feel cold, disconnected, spiritually empty, emotionally unsupported, unstable, longing, regretful. Where you were a vessel of life force, their life force now feels diminished without you. This is the karmic echo. They now see your value clearly, but from the outside. The 5 of coins is value recognition too late. And so Spirit said, they see your power now. They see your glow up, your blessings, your transformation, your beauty, your confidence, your luxury upgrades, your magnetism, your rising vibration. But they see it like someone standing outside the window, watching warmth and light while they stand in the cold. This is their karmic position. And let me be clear, it is not punishment. It is reflection. You do not go backward from this position. The 5 of coins is never your energy. This is their outcome, not yours. Your outcome was little luxuries, card 5. Their outcome is the 5 of coins. You rise, they reflect. You ascend, they awaken. You receive, they reckon. This is spiritual balance. The karmic storyline is complete. All right, so let's recap the entire chain spirit revealed. Card 1, semi-sextile. You activated deep growth, they resisted. Card 2, goddess. They were overwhelmed by your presence, desire, and power. Card 3, hooked. They are deeply attached, imprinted, unable to shake your energy. Card 4, justice. The universe stepped in to correct the imbalance. Card 5, little luxuries. Your life elevates, glows up, expands, softens, and becomes abundant. Card 6, they feel the loss, the regret, the emptiness, the disconnect, the karmic return, and that is divine order. Now, the total energetic frequency pile 3 is this. Your side, you ascend into sensual empowerment, luxury and comfort, spiritual clarity, physical glow up, manifesting power, emotional stability, and higher value connections and self-trust. You also ascend into embodied confidence. The vessel is honored. The goddess is awakened. Your blessings flow freely. Their side, they descend into regret, emotional coldness, longing, internal emptiness, karmic reflection, the realization of what they lost, desire without access, attachment without fulfillment. Their soul must learn through absence what they couldn't learn through presence. And that is your complete reading, pile 3. And if you want clarity on your specific connection or to understand what's coming next in your love life, my 3 for $33 offer is still open for now. And I can go way deeper in a private session than I ever can on YouTube. Honor your power, honor your vessel, and walk into the life that's rising up to meet you. I'll see you in the next reading.